Today, I'm opening 10 packs of Abyss Eye to find the hardest Japanese Pokemon card to read. Each pack is going to get a difficulty rating. Only the hardest cards are going to get translated. Outside of the nice Manectric AR card, this pack is not that difficult in terms of Japanese. We have 2 cards with 1 line of text each, and 2 cards only have the name of the attack. Manectric has a bit of text on it, so let's take a look at that. Manectric's first move, Flash Barrier, so Flash Barrier. Sugi no aite no ban, your opponent's turn. Kono Pokemon wa Shinka Pokemon kara waza no damage o ukenai. Okay, so prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's evolved Pokemon. And Sonic Edge. Kono waza no damage wa, so this attacks damage. Aite no battle Pokemon ni kakatteiru kouka o keisan shinai. Okay, so this attacks damage isn't affected by effects of your opponent's active Pokemon. As mentioned, this pack doesn't seem that difficult, however Manectric does have a bit of text, has some difficult kanji, so I'd say this is probably about 2 out of 5. Hey, 2 packs and 2 AR cards. However, I would say pack 2 is kind of easier than pack 1. 4 Pokemon cards here have 1 line of text. There aren't any particularly difficult kanji associated with these cards. I'm going to say 1 out of 5. This is easy. Pack 3, much the same as pack 2. Very simple. Only 3 Pokemon cards here have a line of text. I'm saying 1 out of 5, no problems. Things are finally heating up. Every card here has at least a line of text on it, with the fossil card looking rather intimidating. Let's take a look at it. There are some difficult kanji on this fossil card. Tokushu Joutai, for example. Also some difficult grammar. In the Tokusei ability, we have things like Iru Kagiri, so while this card is on the field. With every Pokemon card having at least a line of text, this pack looks rather intimidating. I'm going to give this 4 out of 5. This is quite hard. Pack 5 doesn't have too much to talk about here. We have a couple lines of text on a couple cards and 1 line of text on 2 Pokemon cards, with 1 Pokemon card just having the attack. Not really much going on here. Let's give this 2 out of 5. This ain't too bad. Tropius kind of carries pack 6, with a couple cards having a line of text. However, having 2 and a bit lines of text looks a bit intimidating. Let's have a look at Tropius's text. Kajitsu no kaori, fruity scent. Jibun no yamafudo o ue kara 6枚見て. Look at the top 6 cards of your deck. その中からポケモンを好きなだけ選び. Select any number of Pokemon there. 相手に見せて show your opponent. 手札に加える and add to your hand. 残りのカードは山札に戻して切る. Shuffle the remaining cards back into your deck. Like I mentioned, Tropius kind of carries pack 6. There isn't anything particularly difficult, I'd say, on Tropius, apart from things like Nokori. I'm going to give this 2 out of 5. Pack 7 kind of follows that trend. 4 cards have lines of text, 1 card has nothing. Banette obviously has an ability which makes it look like there's more text on the card. In terms of the card, I'm going to say this is 2 out of 5. At this point, it ain't that bad. As of yet, we haven't really found that nightmare card, nightmare pack that's going to be really difficult to read. But hey, there's still a few more to go. And guys, don't forget, if you're liking this, check out some of the other videos on the channel. Subscribe if you want as well. Whoa, and there we go. Pack 8 definitely delivers the magic in terms of difficulty. All 5 cards have at least lines of text, Annihilate having the most. Let's take a look at his card. Fuchinai Karada, Durable Body. このポケモンが技のダメージを受けて気絶するとき。If this Pokemon would be knocked out by damage from an attack, 自分はコインを1回投げる。Flip a coin. 表なら if heads, このポケモンは気絶せず This Pokemon is not knocked out. 残り HP が10の状態で場に残る and its remaining HP becomes 10. Durable Body. If this Pokemon would be knocked out by damage from an attack, flip a coin. If heads, this Pokemon is not knocked out and its remaining HP becomes 10 instead. Yep, this is definitely more difficult. Kizetsu, I say, is, I believe, N1 level vocabulary. Also using things like zu, as in nai, is kind of difficult as well. I'm going to give this 5 out of 5. This is the hardest we've had so far. Can the final 2 be any more difficult? Alright, and following the trend of Kizetsu, we now have Darkrai EX card. Unfortunately not the SAR. However, in terms of difficulty, I'm going to say this is a step down from the pack that we just saw. Obviously Darkrai has a bit of text on him. 3 cards here have more text as well. There is one without any either. In terms of the pack, I'm going to say 3 out of 5. And hey, if you want to see more about Darkrai, I have a video on this channel and 2 shorts breaking it down. Why don't you go check them out? Alright, final pack, and ooh, okay, it's a little bit top heavy. We have 2 cards here that have quite a bit of text on them, the tool and the fossil. 2 cards that have very little text on them, and 1 card with no text apart from the attack. I'm finding it hard to give this one a grade. What do you guys think? I think I'm going to go 3 out of 5. With 2 kind of difficult cards, but then 3 fairly simple ones, it ain't too bad. Hey, and there we go. That's 10 packs of Abyss Eye opened, and I've ranked the Japanese. And also, we've had a look at a few of the more difficult cards, breaking them down so we can start to understand them. Hopefully, you guys learned something from it and you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.